Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Doctor.
And this is the Xbox guy.
So today we're going to be doing a dual commentary over guy over here's 84 and 4 gameplay on Kill Confirmed on Carrier.
Today I'm using the FAL Red Dot Suppressor Select Fire. The 3 perks I'm using are Ghost, I believe, Toughness, and Dexterity, and the 3 kill streaks are Orbital VSAT, Lodestar, and Swarm.
So today we're going to cover 3 main topics, but we're going to start off with how me and Dylan or Guy know each other. So I was born here in Silver Spring, Maryland, where I am right now, which is where Dylan lives, and I ended up moving when I was about 10 to State College, Pennsylvania. And really, I'm so close to him. Number 1 because he was my neighbor, and number 2 because our parents were really, really tight friends. I mean, our moms were really tight friends, and they still are today, so we come and visit a lot. So, yeah.
Next thing we're going to talk about is how both of us got started in Xbox and like the type of player we are and stuff. I'll let Will or Doctor, my guest here, go first.
So, I really got started just because of the fact of Call of Duty. I really wanted to play it because I would go to friends' houses and I play it all the time. I just really wanted to be able to play it on my own console and stuff. So, I really wanted one, and I'd asked forever and ever, and I'd never gotten one. My 12th birthday came along, and I ended up getting a Xbox. So, I actually wanted a PS3, but I got an Xbox, and I'm really happy about that now. So, yeah, go ahead.
My Xbox, how I got started in Xbox was actually my 13th birthday. I really wanted an Xbox like Doctor, and I asked my parents for one, and they bought it for me. I actually didn't get Call of Duty. My first game was Forza Motorsport. It's a driving game. But later that weekend, I actually begged my mom to go to GameStop and let me get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was my first COD. And at first she was like, no, you're not getting an M-rated game, even though Halo was rated M. She just said that the modern war fighting wasn't appropriate for a 13-year-old. But she still drove me up to GameStop and eventually changed her mind and let me get Modern Warfare 2, which is how I got my Xbox and how I started playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, me and him both started on Modern Warfare 2, and when I got Modern Warfare 2, I didn't get off that game for like months.
I don't think either of us did.
Yeah, and he got his Xbox right before summer, so I mean, me and him played pretty much all summer.
Yeah.
Alright, so next we're going to talk about
Type of player.
like what type of player and all that jam, and I'm going to let him start on this one.
Well, the gameplay stuff on my channel is mostly going to be what you see now, regular gun gameplay, whole bunch of different guns. I like switching it up, different attachments and stuff. I like using a variety of guns. I do like using a sniper as well, but I believe red guns is my strong suit, so I prefer to run around with the regular automatic assault rifle SMGs more often than the snipers. Yeah, that's me, now Doctor.
So what you'll find on my channel is more trick shots. I am not a red gunner. Never was my strong point, never really got into it. I've always been a sniper. So I mean, on my channel, which you'll find linked in the description, you'll find trick shot episodes, single uploads, stuff like that. And maybe every once in a while I'll throw in a commentary, or I'll do dual comps with my boy Dylan over here. And that's really it. I mean, the closest to red gunning I ever did was competitive sniping with Dylan. But I mean, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, and also on my channel, on my old channel, there was sniping montages. So I do put out montages. I believe I am capable of getting the good clips that you want to see in a decent montage. It's just that it takes more time because I'm not as skilled with a sniper. But montages, I do make montages and I do snipe. It's not just ray guns, so you'll see a variety.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about really when we got started with YouTube and what got us going. Alright, so for me, really I started YouTube when I started trick shotting, which was probably taking it seriously. I'm gonna say either like October, November of 2011 probably.
Yeah.
So I joined a clan called More, and we ended up only getting like 2K, which was decent for back then. But, I mean, the standards were a lot lower. I never really took it seriously. Didn't have a PVR yet. I mean, I pretty much just did it for fun, hang out with friends. I was never the best in the clan or anything. I was never anything good. I ended up getting a PVR about, I would say, March of last year. and that's when I really started taking seriously, upping my standards, getting into bigger clans, taking stuff more seriously. And I mean, from there, I ended up joining a clan called Ricochet Twos, which at this point was the best clan I've probably been in. Even though it wasn't sniping, it was bouncing a nuke dude off a wall, which some of you guys might know about, some of you might not. It was probably the most fun I've ever had on Xbox, and I mean, I wouldn't have been there without my PVR and me taking this game more seriously.
Well, how I got started with YouTube, it was probably about, let's say the end of 2011, November, December range. I actually started out putting boxes of things up until my regular old camera would sit and it would focus on the TV, and I just hit record and talk behind my regular camera. It was possibly the worst quality ever, and I actually, over the span of like 12 videos, only gained 2 subscribers. So I was like, this is something excuse me, that I actually wanted to do. So I believe that the next summer I picked up a Dazzle, which is a lower grade capture card, and I started making videos with that on a new channel. And that's when I gained about 50 subscribers, which is what I'm at now. And just recently, this Christmas, the Christmas of 2012, I picked up a HD PVR, which is what you need pretty much to gain subscribers on YouTube. And so that's pretty much how I got involved in YouTube. I just watched other people make their videos, and I was like, hey, I'm just as good as them. Why can't I do this? So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and really, you know, I got my whole start by watching Zergriz. That was the first person I ever watched. I watched Zergriz Zergriz videos like day in, day out, all the time. And I was like, wow, this dude's sweet. I want to try this. So I mean, I go into private matches with my boy Dylan over here, and we do quick scope lobbies all the time. And I mean, it was just like all we did, and it was fun. And I mean, and from there I started watching FaZe actually. And I mean, I remember the first Illcams I ever saw was FaZe Illcams 35, and I just loved it. And to that day, that's still my favorite trick shot episode of all time, no matter how high standards have gotten. I just remember that and think of all the good times that I've had since then. And it just brings back memories. But I mean, that's really how I got my start, just watching videos, looking at these guys who have been inspiration ever since, and just saying, wow, I want to be able to do stuff like that, and I want to be able to hit shots like that.
Yeah, like Doctor said, his first video or first person he watched on YouTube was Zergriz, and he's a big sniper. And the first person I watched on YouTube for Call of Duty right when I got my Xbox, because when I got my Xbox I was into it, like I wanted to become the best I could be. So I went to YouTube and I typed in Call of Duty, and the first person that popped up was XJaws. So I think watching his regular gun gameplay, because he's more of a Russian get high scores like this gameplay right here, I just took on that that kind of gameplay, and that's I think watching what other people do on YouTube has made me the player I am today. And just watching them and seeing that, hey, maybe I could do this, and making, I don't want to say a dream because it's not like a big deal, but just making something that you want to happen come true, and that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, but honestly, the biggest tip anyone could ever get here is don't limit yourself. Because I mean, during the beginning, when I didn't have my PVR, I was just having people sending me clips, and I was never in a big clan. I was always just kind of known as, like, you know, I was a trick shot, but I was a random. Because I mean, just like, don't limit yourself. Go like shoot for the stars. It might sound corny, but I mean, what you want to do doesn't matter on the subscriber limit or I mean the subscriber count or the view count. It's really for fun. That's what video games were made to be, and that's what we need to keep it as. So I mean, we're gonna be wrapping things up now because the gameplay is about to end. But I hope you enjoyed Xbox guys or Dylan's 84-4 gameplay on Kill Confirmed. Have a nice